Thanks so much for coming to my presentation. Here we will talk about being aware of media usage, and this presentation is specifically for parents or soon-to-be parents. So let's get into it. You all may be wondering, what is media literacy exactly? According to the Center of Media Literacy empowers people to be both critical thinkers and creative producers of an increasingly wide range of messages using image, language, and sound. Media literacy allows you to critically think about the media that you are viewing on a daily basis. So when you look at a commercial, you're not just seeing an ad, you're seeing the strategies and techniques that they use, the audience that they're targeting, the colors that they're using to bring out certain emotions for the viewers. This is what media literacy is. What exactly do parents need to know about media literacy? Just like the definition, they need to know that media literacy gives you the power to critically think, produce, and dissect a variety of messages that you and your child may see on a daily basis. It is also important to know these things so that you can properly inform your child of the things that they're viewing and help them to better understand what they are viewing so that they're not just mindlessly clicking and being influenced by everything that they see. You may be wondering, so let's move on to some things that parents can do for their children to help them become better critical thinkers of media. Let's start with the more simpler of things, parental blocks. You can set parental controls on most smartphones and even on your televisions if they have Rokus, Fire Sticks, cable boxes, and then just take a look at your apps and websites that you visit like YouTube and Google. This actually allows you to make children profiles that block out inappropriate content and allow you to set up age-appropriate content. You can also even just Google step-by-step instructions for setting pins, blocking on certain devices. Just do a quick Google search of how to set up parental controls on Androids or how to set up parental controls on Fire Sticks. And you can find step-by-step instructions on how to get this done. Next, I want to talk about how to monitor your child's use. I see it now more than ever, children getting phones and then being ignored. Please don't just give your child your phone and some headphones and walk away. You never know what your child may mindlessly click on, and these things may not be age appropriate, and they may not be able to fully understand what they're actually viewing. Instead, try participating in their media usage with them. For example, if your child is requesting screen time, be present with them. Allow them to use your phone with you. Allow them to watch a movie with you so that you're aware of what they're being exposed to and so that you can explain to them what they're being exposed to. This will help your child be able to critically think and to understand what they are viewing on a daily basis. Let's talk about some ways that we can help ourselves and teach our child how to understand media. We also want to look at planting the seed. This is initially the first step into helping your child understand and critically think. Teach your child how to critically think by asking them thought-provoking questions. Attempt to teach your child to think about the why in things. So for example, if your child is watching TV and a commercial comes on, explain to them that that is a commercial or an advertisement and that it is different from the program they are watching. Ask them follow-up questions to help them distinguish the differences between the program and the commercials. Some follow-up questions would be, why do you think they are making this toy doll commercial? Why do you think the show stopped so that they can allow us to see this commercial? Who is this message for? This will allow your child to understand the difference between the program and the ad. This will also allow them to understand, who is it for? Is this doll commercial for grown-ups? Or is it for kids? Is it for little boys or is it for little girls? Why do you think that? And playing on to my last slide of planting the seed, with the why, we always want to ask the who. This helps your child understand the media and who they're targeting. It helps your child learn who the messages are intended for and allows them to understand the actual point of the message. So ask things like, who are they talking to? Is this for grown-ups? How do you know that? And I specifically like how do you know that because this also helps assess their understanding. If they say they don't know, then it gives you a chance to explain to them. And if they know, then you see how far they've come. One of my favorite things to ask my child is, how did that make you feel? Children are influenced easily, so it is important to make it a point to allow them to express the feelings that arise from a particular show, ad, commercial, movie, song, book, whatever piece of media they're viewing. Allowing them to recognize their feelings to their media experience will also help them understand the strategies and techniques that are being used. You could ask them simple questions like, did that movie make you happy? Why? What part of that commercial was sad? This will allow them to pinpoint the exact thing that is making them feel this way so that they see the strategy that was used. Here I've added some links of resources that actually have some activities, readings, things like that that you can explore alone or with your child. I'll also include them in the description below so that you can assess them and see if anything helps you with your journey of media literacy for you and your child. And that concludes my presentation. I appreciate all the viewers I have, and if you have any comments or feedback, please let me know. That is an important part of my project. Thanks so much for viewing again, and I hope you all have a great day. Peace. Why is media literacy so important right now? Why is everybody talking about media literacy right now? Why are schools adding these programs about media literacy at this moment? Well, just stop and think about it. With the onset of the COVID-19 virus, how many of your children have been forced to learn over technology, have been forced to use programs and websites and technologies that they haven't used before? The technology usage has increased rapidly, and it hasn't given us enough time for parents to teach their kids how to prepare to properly use these technologies. This is why it is so important. This is why parents need to learn how to critically think through what their children are viewing and what they're viewing so we can all better understand.